What up, APUSH people? Today we are going to do a quick review of the key Civil War battles you need to know for the APUSH exam. And just like the facial hair of the Civil War, I wish I could talk all day about the awesome, epically fought battles of the Civil War. There's a whole bunch of them. Today we're just going to take a look at a few. Key thing you should keep in mind though, this is America's deadliest war. Over 600,000 Americans lose their lives during the fighting on the Civil War, and this graphic puts things in perspective for you. So key Civil War battles, one is Bull Run, July of 1861. Basically proves the war would not be a short war. The South wins the fighting at Bull Run. In fact, in the beginning years of the war, the South is winning a lot of the early battles. One of the strategies that you should be aware of is the Anaconda Plan by Winfield Scott, and it was basically a plan to use the U.S. Navy to blockade the coast of the Confederacy and eventually, hopefully, take control of the Mississippi River. At the Battle of Antietam, another important one you need to keep in mind, in September of 1862, Robert E. Lee is going to go up into Maryland, a border state, and his hope is to earn foreign recognition for the Confederacy and possibly bring some of those border states into the conflict on the side of the Confederacy. Things don't turn out very well. It's a draw technically, nobody wins, but Robert E. Lee retreats to Virginia. Lincoln, because he feels like the North has momentum, gets ready to announce the Emancipation Proclamation. And for the Confederacy, foreign recognition has lost. That guy you really need to know about, key thing about Union leadership as the war goes on, Ulysses S Grant. He wins some much needed victories out in the West, over in Tennessee, and of course the big one though is on July 4th, 1863, Vicksburg. And that actually is two huge defeats right next to each other. The first one is Gettysburg. Once again, Robert E. Lee is hoping to hit the North on Union soil, invading Pennsylvania. Ultimately, he fails and is forced to retreat back to Virginia. And the other battle that happens is in July, Vicksburg. After a very long siege, General Grant wins the Battle of Vicksburg, and the Union Army now has full control of the Mississippi River. Another important guy you need to know about is William Tecumseh Sherman, another Union general. He leads a march of deliberate destruction throughout the South, and this is the strategy known as total war. And as he goes through the South, especially Georgia, he is destroying everything, including the infrastructure of the South, and eventually Atlanta is defeated in September of 1864. This Union victory helps Lincoln win re-election, and he gets all the way to the coast, you can see on the map, in December with the destruction of the city of Savannah. And this is total war, destroying all aspects of the Southern environment and infrastructure. Of course, the war kind of ends suddenly in April 9th of 1865 at Appomattox Courthouse. Robert E. Lee surrenders, and a few days later, on April 14th, 1865, John Wilkes Booth kills Lincoln in Ford's Theater. Those are the quick key battles you need to know about. Thank you for watching. Peace.